Good morning to Miss Frida and the audience. Let me introduce myself. My name is Stanley Raymond. I am a student of UKRIDA Christian University, and today in this occasion I will try to interpret or to parrot what has Mr. Antonio Guterres has said in his video message. So, the method of my choosing is the consecutive interpreting method, and so therefore I will first try to take notes on what Mr. Guterres has said, and then I will proceed to my interpreting. So first, I will start by taking notes.
The world is facing unprecedented and interlocking challenges to human rights. Hunger and poverty are increasing and affront the economic and social rights of hundreds of millions of people. Civic space is shrinking, media freedom and the safety of journalists are in dangerous decline in almost every region of the world. Trust in institutions is evaporating, especially among young people. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to increased levels of violence against women and girls. Racism, intolerance, and discrimination are running rampant. New human rights challenges are emerging from the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. And we are only beginning to grasp the threat posed to human rights by some new technologies. These trying times call for a recognition of our commitment to all human rights, civil, cultural, economic, political, and social. The call to action I launched in 2020 positions human rights at the center of solutions to the challenges we face. This vision is reflected on my report on our common agenda, which calls for a renewed social contract anchored in human rights. The 75th anniversary of the landmark Universal Declaration on Human Rights next year must be an opportunity for action. I urge member states, civil society, the private sector, and others to put human rights at the heart of efforts to reverse today's damaging trends. Human rights are the foundation for human dignity and the cornerstone of peaceful, inclusive, fair, equal, and prosperous societies. They are a unifying force and a rallying cry. They reflect the most fundamental thing we share, our common humanity. On this Human Rights Day, we reaffirm the universality and the indivisibility of all rights, and we stand up for human rights for all.
So I have done with my note taking, and I will proceed to parrot what Mr. Guterres has said. So the world is facing unprecedented and interlocking challenges to human rights. Hunger and poverty are increasing and affront economic and social rights of hundreds of millions of people. Civic spaces are shrinking. Media freedom and the safety of journalists have declined in almost all regions in the world. Trust in institutions is evaporating, especially among young people. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to the increased level of violence among women and girls. Racism means tolerance and discrimination are running rampant. New human rights challenges are emerging from the triple planetary crisis, which is the climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. And we are only beginning to grasp the threat posed to human rights by some new technologies. Trying times calls for a recognition of our commitment towards all human rights, civil, cultural, economic, political, and social. The call to action I launched in 2020 has positioned human rights as the center to the solution of the challenges we face. My vision is reflected on report on common agenda, which calls for the renewed social contract anchored in human rights. The 75th anniversary of landmark of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights next year must be the opportunity for us to take action. I urge members of state, civil society, the private sector, and others to put human rights as the heart of efforts to reverse the today's damaging trend. Human rights are the foundation for human dignity and the cornerstone to the peaceful, inclusive, fair, open, and prosperous society. They are unifying force and the rallying cry. They reflect the most fundamental thing. We share our common humanity on this Human Rights Day. We affirm universality and the indivisibility of all rights. We stand up for human rights for all. I think uh, that is all of what Mr. Guterres has said. I have tried my best to parrot him according to my notes that I have taken earlier. I think that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching.